Leos. This is your weekly update from Spirit, just for you guys. As always, I start with a channel message from Spirit, followed up with a customized intuitive horoscope for y'all. And if you want to stick around because you want a little more interaction, stick around to the end and I'll tell you all the ways we could work together. Without further ado, Leos, here we go. Leos, be at peace. Be at peace, be at peace, ease. Just be okay that it didn't work out the way you thought it would have, the way you wanted it to, the way you still think it could have. You should really go watch the latest High Vibe Monday video we made with Kelly. The more you try to force the situation or force the person, you think you're being encouraging, you think you're being that motivation when they need that motivation, but all you're doing is draining and depleting your energy by giving it somewhere where it's actually not welcomed, not wanted. This is where, Leos, you're learning that fine discernment between what someone says versus what they do. I want help, I want help, I want to change. Do they follow it up with action? Do they follow it up with action on their own without you needing to overgive your energy? Because when you give your energy to someone, if you want to be like the example of a healer, when a healer sets space and gives healing to the other person, when it's received by the other person, both people are recharged and uplifted. When one person is overgiven and the other person is saying they want it but don't really want it, this person will always feel drained. They'll begin feeling resentful. You're really learning, Leo, what people say versus what they actually want, what they say versus what they do. No, I have the same value as you. I really want to try. Let's go for that. If it's not followed up with action that's sustained, we'd get out of there if we were you. Learning where to spend your time, your money, your resources, Leo. That's going to be your lesson over the next coming weeks. With that, we invite Kelly to do 4 cards, 6 cards, 2 cards, 4 cards. Okay, interesting. What an interesting little unique spread there. Leos, give me a comment below. Who are you trying to help do something that they're saying they want to do but don't really want to do? I remember how it feels to be there. Cut that shit out of my life and my life got better. It was hard to do though, especially when the person's saying they want change, they want help. But I want that, I want that. Oh, it's so hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, interesting. Huh. Let's see, they said 4, and then they said 2 right there. Okay, in short, Leos, it's over. You got the 10 of Swords. It's over, and it's upright. It's over. I mean, it's over. It's over, man. It's over. You can't fight for something that only one of you want. You can't, you can't. I mean, this could apply to work, too, not necessarily just love. There's love and work cards here. So for some of you, this will be a romantic partner. For some of you, this will be work. But it's over. And, I remember a place saying they wanted more communication. So I was doing due diligence, taking notes at every single meeting, typing them out, sending them out. So there'd be, clarity at work. So that's what we want clarity. We want clear directions. We want to 100% understand what the boss wants out of us and deliver what he wants. So I was the one note-taking, making very actionable, clear steps of what they had to deliver upon. Yet no one fucking read the notes. No one followed through on it. They just bitched about it the next week. And I was like, no, look, here, I took the notes. This is what you're responsible for. I would look at the boss. Is this what would help them reach their goal? Yes. Here you guys go. Can you do that? Yeah, after about 2 months, no one did it. And I realized I was wasting my time and energy. So sorry y'all are going through that. At least receive this little bit of love from me. Knowing and trusting there are going to be new people who will come into your life. New workplaces, new lovers, there will be new, where it will feel like that recharge. Both people are given energy that Spirit mentioned earlier. But okay, so it looks like Well, it looks like there was a situation. It started with the Ten of Cups, meaning everyone was like gung ho. Everyone was like all in, all on board. There was high hopes. It seemed like everyone was on the same page. It even had that light feeling of like love and stuff to it. But you got the Ace of Pentacles reversed, you got the Princess of Wands reversed, and you got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So what that means is that it's just one of those situations where it seems so synchronistic. It seemed like we're all on the same page. It never got off the ground. It never got a solid footing. It was kind of like it was all talk and no action. And the reason why is the Princess of Wands reversed, because some people, and it's not that they're liars, okay, guys? It's called integrity. It's integrity. So it seems like in this case, Leos, you guys are the ones that had integrity and they didn't. Integrity is where you're able to identify how you feel, you're able to express it, and then your words and your actions match. So sometimes when people say something but don't mean it, it doesn't mean they're a manipulative liar. It can mean that they don't know how to tap into how they really feel. And one example I could give you is I have one friend who always says, I would be if there was a movie made out of us, I would be the mean girl. I would be the bitch that they just like. I'd be the feisty one. And I always just look at her and say, no, honey, you would be the Martha Stewart of the group. They would probably just always dramatize you cooking. She's like, no, I would be the bitch. She's not a liar. She's not manipulative at all. There's just a persona that she thinks she has to portray because of society's pressure. So that's what's happening here. Because she had this whole, like, I have to be a feminist. I have to hoorah, earn as much as the men. And I'm just like, nah, just admit it, you're a Martha Stewart, man, you know? So it seems like your person was acting more from like society standards, society pressure, what their family wanted. It could even be like a family business. It could even be like, yeah, Dad, of course I want to take over this. That's why I went and got this degree at this school. I'm going to come over, I'm going to take over the family business. Because that's just been the pressure that's been on that person their whole life and ingrained within them instead of what they actually wanted. So it's knowing that there was just a little bit of a lack of passion. So this is where, Leos, you have to learn to ask clarifying questions. Well, hey, so yeah, this seems synchronistic. It seems like we're all on the same page. I need to dig a little deeper. Like, what motivates you for this? When the days get really tough, what's your vision motivator? And instead of just like, well, that's the way it is. Oh, I'm doing this for my family. You got to dig deep and ask them, what is their ideal vision of life? And when the first one they tell you, go, okay, throw that aside now. That's good. It sounds great. It's your life vision. But now make one as if you were starting in a whole new world. All your family was gone and it was just you. How would you make that vision? You got to dig deep to get their real vision, not the vision that's been like slammed down their throats their whole life. Okay, and so you got another factor going in here too of why it didn't take off the way you thought it would. It looks like there's someone who's not willing to change. And it's the Wheel of Fortune. So it's kind of like that Wheel of Fortune, like the change has to happen, and the change is going to happen no matter what. Someone's resisting it, though. It's kind of like that person who knows they have to quit smoking because they've already had like lung cancer and one surgery, so they have to quit smoking. And they're saying they want to do it. Oh, ow. And there might be a part of them that actually wants to do it, but they're unwilling to change the behavior because the behavior isn't just quit smoking. You have to replace the smoking with something else because smoking is a coping mechanism. It's a vice. It's something that eating, playing video games, drugs, smoking, like anything you do to self-soothe an emotion is a coping mechanism. They have to replace that behavior with a different one, ideally, hopefully a healthier one, maybe walking 20 minutes, maybe meditating 20 minutes, one that like nourishes you a bit more than potentially damages your body. But like right now, they're just not ready to quit. You can't force someone to quit. So you got a lot going on in this interaction, Leo. So take a moment to kind of unpack that and, be okay that love yourself for wanting to be the person's cheerleader, for wanting to, because sometimes when someone does have to give up a vice, like someone has to just start going on walks every day, sometimes it is very helpful if someone comes knocks on their door every day and goes, hey, want to go walk? Hey, want to go walk? But if you're literally going inside and having to drag them out of bed or spend 20 minutes convincing them, you're not being helpful. You're wasting your energy. If you knock on the door and they go, oh, you actually came over, grumble, 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 I can't believe you're making me do this as they're putting clothes on, your energy is well spent. There should be absolutely no convincing beyond just a little bit of, come on, it's for your health. All right, Leos, you gotta learn the difference, man, because I don't like seeing y'all in this situation. Okay, so they wanted it to cross here. Yeah, okay, so there's a little bit of you that like feels a little sad. This could definitely be a case where you kind of outgrew them. It could be that case where, you and your friends were all like 200 pounds, but then like there are 5 of you, say, and one of you lost a lot of weight. Because you got the 6 of Cups reversed, so you're definitely thinking of the past, reminiscing of the past, and you're kind of like, it could just work if only. And you feel like you're at a crossroads. You got the 2 of Swords. It's kind of like that. If I keep going down this path that's good for me, it means I'm leaving these people behind and in the dust. Who am I to not help them? I received the help I needed, so I got to be there for them. But at the same time, you're starting to realize the more that you help them, the less energy you have for the new, and the more you get sucked into the old patterns. It's not fucking working out, Leos. It's not working out. So it kind of looks like, though, the other shift that you Leos are going through, you got the Princess of Pentacles reversed, followed by the Princess of Cups upright. So what that's saying is that there used to be a little bit of more focus on your life, on work, on what got done, on being the initiator, on being the motivator for people. It just used to be a lot of your source of satisfaction of life used to come from work. And that doesn't necessarily mean like work, a corporate job. It could just mean maybe it came from, I got all of my kids to their practices, I made all of their lunches, I did a good job. It just came from, your satisfaction of life came from an action that you took. And it looks like you're in the process of switching. So this is why you're leaving some of your friends behind, because you're switching. You're switching to the Princess of Cups upright, which is where you're now going to drive your source of satisfaction out of life, out of how happy do I feel? How nourished and recharged do I feel? How are there smiles on my children's faces? Is my boss happy? Am I happy here? You're just going to, it's not saying you're not going to do work or action. It's just instead of action being the indicator of a good job, you're going to let do I feel good while I do this? It's kind of like those people who used to work, they work like 100, 120 hours a week and they get burnout. And now they're just realizing, hold on, can I just work 60, 80 hours a week because I can't keep hurting my body? So like when the Princess of Pentacles comes up, it can be you used to live life at it doesn't matter if I feel bad or not, I got the job done. And now you're like, no, now the job needs to get done while we all feel good. So you're kind of going through that shift so you're going through that shift, but then you got the seven of Cups reversed. The 7 of Cups in general is like cards of choices. But when it's reversed, like there's a part of you that feels a little guilty about this change. There's a part of you that feels like, even though that's obviously, especially with the example I just gave you, a good, healthy choice for you guys, there's a part of you that feels guilty because you know that this is an active, conscious choice that you made to better your life. And it just feels like you're leaving people in the dust, and it's making you feel like you must not be caring, you must not be loving. Who are you to leave them in the dust? And guys, all I can say is, when I started this business, I think it's been like 2.5 years, maybe 3 years now. October will be 3 years, it's July, so you can do the math. I had a business BFF. She was my first client who paid me what I considered professional money, adult money. And she introduced me to my first coach who helped me get my website up, who taught me how to do like Facebook Lives, who kind of taught me a lot of what I learned in terms of strategy to be able to do this. And there hit a point where like my business was taking off and hers wasn't. And she was overlatching onto me, like, you do energy work, you can help me get the clients. And I did. But I was spending so much time and so much energy every day calling her, hey, this is the live you got to do. Go post it in this group and that group. Here's how to do a sales call. And I got her a $10,000 client. But that was 2.5 months of me pushing her every day, pulling her out of drudgery, pulling her out of despair, pulling her out of depression, getting her emotions right, and then giving her all the strategy. Keep in mind, this is strategy that I was paying people for, that I was like taking courses and stuff. And as I was helping her, the amount of focus on my business went down as the focus on her business went up. And then after she got the $10,000 client, I went, all right, honey, I've given you everything I've got, literally. And I've given you every knowledge I've learned. Now it's up to you to maintain this. She stopped and went, no, the universe always delivers, right, Miss Law of Attraction Coach? And I know if I need another one, you'll just get it for me. And I was done. Done. Because even though she got that $10,000 client, mine was still taking off even more. And she expected, because mine was doing better, for me to pay for her. So what happened, but that used to be my old mindset switch, kind of like you guys are switching from Princess of Pentacles to Princess of Cups. I used to have that, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. When I do well, I'll take care of you. When you do well, you take care of me. But it turned into like the 2.5 months where I was giving her my all, then 3 months, and I was paying for it. And I was like, hey, you gotta implement what I taught you. Because every time I was paying for her, it equalized our pay, and I wasn't paying my debt down. I wasn't saving. So we were both still living paycheck to paycheck, essentially, client to client. I had to let that go. I felt the King of Cups reversed and the Seven of Cups reversed. I felt evil. I felt bad. But I had to, because I valued safety and security for myself, which involved a savings, which involved me spending my money on travel versus me spending money on someone else's food, because they don't want to implement the work that they have to do. Guys, you got to do it. Okay, and so what's crossing your personal energy right now? Because you got the Seven of Swords followed by the Ten of Swords. So it's over. Whatever relationship this is, it's over. It's crossing right between the reverse Page of Pentacles reverse and the Princess of Cups upright. So what that means is, what's preventing you from burnout, exhaustion, overextending yourself to a more nourished, uplifting life where you got a good smile on your face, you just feel good about life, is the fact that you're like, as of right now, you're unwilling to let it go. You are at a place of, it looks like you're unwilling to let go, you're unwilling to stop fighting, because you got the Seven of Swords there. Even though it feels like a fight and a huge expenditure of energy towards this other person, it might be people, because in the beginning you got 2 messages there. So it might be like a small group of people that you're doing this with, not just one person. It looks like you're unwilling to give up the fight and just face reality that it's over. And guys, all I can tell you is that in life, when you sometimes just kind of face the devastating emotion of, it's over, I feel alone, who am I going to hang out with? And you just kind of let yourself cry about that. Fully feel your emotions and let it go. I miss my friends. They were there for me. This job was a good job for me. I thought it was going to be my end all be all. I thought I was going to retire from here. Process all of the emotions so that you can then move on and get something new, something where you do feel recharged. You get that Princess of Cups upright life versus the Princess of Pentacles reverse life. So y'all, if you like this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Give me a comment below. Let me know how is this playing out in your day-to-day life, guys. And subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all the latest content. And of course, if you want to work with me a little bit more up close and personal, I got 2 amazing ways that you can do that. I have a VIP, all-inclusive, very exclusive retreat, private just for you. It's going to cover about a 3-week period. This is for the lady who, you're just feeling a little frustrated. You're reaching for that next level of success, and it's not flowing. You've already experienced great success. Maybe it was your #1 best-selling book. Maybe it was your biggest paying client yet. You've hit success, and now you've reached the bar even higher because you are a go-getter. And for whatever reason, it's not flowing. This one flowed. The publisher came in right when you needed one. The graphic designer came in right when you needed one at just the price. And this is what you want next, and you know that it's the energy first and then action, and this is not flowing, but yet you're just at this place of wanting to take action because you want it. You can taste it. You know that that's your next step to offer that, because it wouldn't come into your mind if it wasn't meant for you, right? Yet all the action you're taking, you're pedaling, you're efforting, you're working with very little results. Come hang out with me in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I am going to cover the cost, because I'm going to treat you like the queen that you are, like the world server that you are. I am, as soon as you step foot in Chattanooga, Tennessee, your personal assistant, your butler is picking you up from the airport, helping you with your baggage upstairs, because you are completely in the receiving mode while you are here under my care. I am doing all of your energy work. Well, the spirit guides too. All of your energy work for you. I'm taking care of all of your food while you're here. I'm taking care of your gift basket. You're going to have a personal assistant who will go run errands for you if you need anything. Come get your soul recharged with me in Chattanooga, Tennessee. If you want that, go to kellylunt.com/apply. I'm in the process of like writing up a little more copy about that so you could read about it. If it's something that you're interested in, kellylunt.com/apply. And for those of you who aren't quite ready for a 3-day intensive with me in person, followed with a pre-call and a follow-up call, of course, come hang out with me in my High Vibe Club, kellylunt.com/high vibe. There's 2 levels. There's a do-it-yourself, $12.99 per month. There's the interactive, $99 per month. It comes with weekly updated content. There's already a huge repository of a lot of information pre-recorded from Spirit for you to listen to it at your own time. You get to submit questions to me that I make videos on. And the interactive people, you also get a live synchronization workshop every single month. So come hang out with me. The next workshop is this next Saturday. I think it's July 28th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. I love you guys. Mwah! Bye.